Welcome to the episode 1 of Trial and Eric, a live cooking show with your host, Eric Himan, and special guest, Stephanie Kernyansky, author of Stephanie's Adventures in Glutenland. Hi, I'm Eric Himan, and I'm your host today for Trial and Eric. I'm a full-time musician, and I guess you could say a small-time cook, and today we're making my favorite eggplant Parmesan sliders. So first we will need, of course, some eggplant. The recipe calls for 2 eggplants, but today we made just enough to be able to show you real quick how this is going to go. So I cut them down. First I salt them heavily. Like, get the bitterness out, get a lot of the excess moisture out, and then we cut them into these little circles using a pasta ravioli press, which gets them very concentric like that. And we even have some leftover onion rings-ish kind of stuff, so eggplant rings. So what we're going to do is first put it into about a cup of flour and get it all nice and good. This is for the gluten kind. And then put it into egg with 2 tablespoons of milk, about 1 egg per 2 tablespoons too. And then we're going to put it in the breadcrumbs, and then we're going to heat our oil, and in they go. This other one over here. And because these are sliders, that means we're making them into little sandwiches. Very little sandwiches, but tasty, very appetizer-oriented kind of stuff. So, there we go. Into the breadcrumbs, into the oil. We're even going to take one of our eggplant rings and do the same exact thing.
To make these gluten-free, leave out the regular breadcrumbs and the regular flour. And you can use any gluten-free breadcrumbs, which I made these just from regular gluten-free bread. And you can try it with flour, gluten-free flour, but I haven't done it. It works very well with this.
After we put them in the oil, 2-3 minutes on each side, we're going to pull each piece out and lay it on a foiled baking sheet. Even our onion rings, we're going to lay them out there real quick. So we have our 2 pieces of bread, eggplant bread. We have our little slider over here. We are going to put some caramelized onions. You can put whatever you want in between. We have some caramelized onions. We have some basil leaves, and some slice of Roma tomatoes on top. And then our glue that's going to glue it all together is our mozzarella cheese, but you can use fontina, you can use ricotta, you can use whatever you like as long as you push it down to be able to put the top piece on it and push it down. And then we are going to bake it in the oven for 5 minutes at 350 to 375, just to make sure that cheese is well melted. You might even want to broil it if you like your cheese a little bit darker. So our eggplant slider has been in here for about 5 minutes at 350. And as you can see, we have our eggplant slider. You can see our cheese, our tomato, our basil, and our caramelized onion. So to top off our eggplant Parmesan slider, we're going to put a little bit of your favorite marinara sauce, spaghetti sauce, on top. And end it with some Parmesan cheese on top. And there you have it, eggplant Parmesan sliders.